Where's my sweater? Hola. Hey, Serpa. Hey, Gar. Oh, I did not do that thing. Hey, all right. Hey, Heavy. All right. Hey, Heavy. How are you? How is everybody? How did it puff this? Because it wasn't even humid like that today. Did you have a good day? What did you do? Did you enjoy your Sunday? I worked all day. I just got back. There was no days off for me today. Even though today was supposed to be a day off. Thank you. I know. That's the problem. I think that I am. I was supposed to be doing the opposite. Not working and going into work. I was supposed to be working remotely and then making. Who hell is that? Who held that? Yuck. Oh, Heavy. I was supposed to be off, man. I worked. I worked all day. But I was also, you know, being supportive. So you can't work. Where you get that from? I said work, like actually driving to work 9 to 5. Actually, it was like a 9 to 10 because I didn't get off till 10. I was like, this is not what this is supposed to look like. Well, later, quickly. That's why I like 9 to 5s. That's exactly what I told y'all. I don't like 9 to 5s, but I'm like, it's irritating to me. That's why I don't like them. Because there's too much time. Time. I know, but that was like, oh, that lady. So, at work, I've been dealing with this lady for like 4 days. She's been having a really tough time trying to. I tell you, I do like automotive stuff, right? And on the phone with the lady for days, trying to help her move her. She's got a big motorhome, and nobody could tow her, nobody could move her, or anything. And so spending time with her for 4 days, just talking with her and stuff, and trying to keep her mind at ease because you could tell she was frustrated and stuff like that. And so I finally said, okay, well, you just, I'll get you situated, and then when you come to me, we'll work everything out. And so, by as soon as she got to me, we just hugged, and so I think that's what that was. So I was like, who the hell is this? But I think it was hers because I hugged her for probably about 30 seconds. I was like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, so I think that's what it was. So no, I'm not laying up under nobody. I think that's what it was though. But she's doing much better now. Much, much better. So yeah, that's all. Just being Aysia. That's it. I don't have a turn off switch. All right, let's see here. So, how was everybody's day? It's happening for a reason. Yeah, listen, we are in 2026, right? So this would be new beginnings. It's a new number. New beginnings is number 1, which is starting over. right? You got rid of everything that you no longer needed in 2025 to make way for 2026, to make way for things to be new and fresh. I know, sorry for trying to be funny, right? It's all good. It's all good. Hey, $1 Million. Hey, where you been? I haven't seen you in a while. All right, let's see here. We definitely got to read because we have not read in a very long time. I feel like forever. Even though it's probably been like 2 days, maybe. Maybe 2 days. And where did I do my water? And my snack. I've been looking for these. I really like these. And of course my other snack. She's asleep, y'all. So she went to church by herself today. I still got more? Dang. That was my hair though. This one my hair. That's mine. So she went to church by herself today, and so I guess she's just exhausted. So she's asleep today. Oh, so let me find out you $1 million. You be lurking, but not saying nothing. You don't be coming to say hello, but you be lurking in the background. I see you. All right. I always have these, of course, but I don't want them tonight because I've been chomping on them to bits. And then, of course, this one over here like them real, real bad. So she was like, you don't have no snacks? You don't have no snacks today? I thought you was going to bring some. I was like, here. And she over here smacking my ear. Ma'am. She said, you did your live already? I said, yes, I did my live already. Oh. Now, mind you, remember last night we did the live and then I got off because I had a meeting, right? So I did the meeting and then when I got here, it was late. It was very late, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She wanted to sit on the bed and talk. You know what time it is? That's why she's asleep now, because she talked my head off at 3 o'clock this morning. And now she want to be asleep. Wake up. Now, let me go get her. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. Do y'all feel like... Oh, question of the day. Question of the day. Give me 1 second. I already know what it is. Yep. I feel like as soon as I say it, you're going to laugh because you know what it is, too. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Nope, that's not the one. Let me see. Nope, that's not the one. That was one from yesterday. Let me refresh. I know I definitely want to read to y'all tonight, so I have it connected. But sometimes when I do the connection from my phone to the computer, that's why we start having those glitches and stuff. So if you are brand new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. The current time right now is 11:23 p.m. or p.m. Yeah, p.m. It's almost a.m. It's almost, 30 minutes till, till midnight. So what we're going to do for tonight, snack and chat. This is my snack. Let me know what your snack is. I'm about to put the poll question up. Let me do that now before I forget. Also, if you're brand new to our channel, let me know where you're tuning in from. I promise we do not bite, so don't be shy, okay? And if you're a millennial, I'd love to shout you out. I, too, am a millennial. I am 39 years old. So, this year I will be 40. Shout out to the 40 Club. All right, let's see here. And let me put this poll question up. taco flavored Doritos. Are they good? That sounds interesting. Hey, more fire. Hey, battle. What's up? I'm not capping. When is my birthday? June 18th. So we got a minute. We got a minute till we get there. I'm 40 and we always got all these Leos. We have so many Leos that come to our channel. So many. It used to be Leos used to be a hot commodity around about April ish, May ish, June ish, and then they started to drop off about they had their birthdays and they dropped off. It was like, come see about me. It's my birthday. Let me sing to me, and then they all disappeared, and I haven't seen them since. I wish Robert was here so he could confirm my story. So much I was talking about. That's true. Listen, I don't think there's any Leo that I have not really had an issue with ever, right? Like we just cool. They just vibe, right? Just be cool. They're just cool people. I feel you on that. Um, all right, let's see here. I feel like I'm. Can y'all see me? Okay. I think my internet's a little choppy. I'll put this poll question in here real quick. So yeah. Okay. Poll questions up. Poll question is up. All right. Let me sit up a little bit. Snack on. I feel like I should read the book right now while I'm thinking about it because we have not read the book in a very long time. We are on page 55. I think we're at the question portion. I'm not sure. Let's go back over there. Okay. Okay, we are reading Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. We are currently on page 55. If you are in um, the actual book, it's probably page 110. Okay. Basically, the book that we're reading is question and answer. So it's an interview. I'm, of course, reading both parts. The question part is from Napoleon Hill. The answer part will be coming from the devil. And so basically, he's asking the devil how he's able to control people's minds and different things like that. And then the devil answers him back with different ways and different tactics in which he does things, okay? So I'm starting on page 55. It may be 110. I have 2 pages per slide. And then I'm in chapter 5, okay? Question. Now we are getting somewhere. Oh, no. Let me pull up. Let me go. Question. Surely. Oh, thank you. 2026. Thank you. Hey, Robert. How are you? Okay. So, question. Surely you are not going to tell me that you destroy people through their own help without their realizing what you are doing? Answer. That is exactly what I wish you to understand. Moreover, I will show you exactly how the trick is performed. Question. Now we are getting somewhere. Exactly how do you convert human beings into propagandists and lure them into self imprisonment? Give me the story with all its lurid details. This is the most important part of your confession, and I am consumed with eagerness to gain control of your secret. I can hardly blame you for stalling about answering my questions because you know you so well that your answer will snatch millions of innocent victims from your control. You will also know that your answer will protect other countless millions of yet unborn people from being victimized by you. It is little wonder you are hedging about answering. Answer. Your deductions are correct. This is part of my confession. Will do me more harm and more damage than all of the remainder of it. Question. Stating your headache in a better way, this part of your confession will save more millions of people from your control than all that the remainder of it? Answer. All I can say is that you have me in a hell of a situation. Answer. Or question. Now, you shall know how the millions of your victims feel. Let's have it. Answer. I make my first entry into an individual's mind by bribing them. Hey, Ron. Bribe. Question. What do you use as a bribe? Answer. I use a many of things, all of them pleasant things the individual covets. I use the same sort of bribes that individuals use when they bribe one another. That is, I use for bribes the things that most people want and people most want. My best bribes are these: love, the thirst for sex expression, covetousness for money, the obsessive desire to gain something for nothing, gambling, vanity in women, egotism in men, desire to be the master of others, desire for intoxicants and narcotics, desire for self-expression through words and deeds, desire to imitate, desire for perpetuation of life after death, desire to be the hero or the heroine, desire for physical food. Question. That is an imposing list of bribes. Your Majesty. Do you use others? Answer. Hold on. Snack break. By the way, if you're new to our channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Aysia Smiles. We go live each and every evening around 10:30, 11-ish Eastern Standard Time. The current time is 11:35 p.m. We are reading The Science of Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And I'm about to start back. It's an interview between him and the devil, okay? Let's get a swig of water and I'll come back. All right. Question. That is an imposing list of bribes, Your Majesty. Do you use others? Answer. Yeah. Plenty of them. But these are my favorites. Through some combination of them, I can enter the mind of any human, being at will at any age from birth until death. Question. You mean that these bribes are the keys with which you can silently unlock the door to any mind that you choose? Answer. That is exactly what I mean, and I can do it too. Question. What happens when you enter the mind of a person who is not yet in the habit of drifting, but belongs in the 98% of class of potential drifter? Excuse me. Answer. I go to work immediately to occupy as much of that person's mind as I can master. If the individual's greatest weakness is the desire of money, I begin to dangle it like coins before him. Figuratively speaking, of course. I intensify his desire and induce him to go after the money. Then when he gets near it, I snatch it away from him. That's an old trick of mine. After the trick has been repeated a few times, the poor fellow gives in and quits. Then I take over a little more space in his mind and fill it with the fear of poverty. My best one. That is one of my best mind fillers. Question. Yes, I admit your method is very clever. But what happens if the victim fools you and gets his hands on a lot of money? You don't fill his mind with fear of poverty then, do you? Answer. No, I don't. I took over the space of filling it with something which serves my purpose just as well. If my victim converts his desire for money into large sums, I start overfeeding him with the things he can buy with it. For example, I cause him to stuff himself with rich foods. This slows down his thinking capacity, endangers his heart, and starts him on the road to drifting. Then I pester him with the uh, intestinal. Then I pester him with intestinal poisoning through the surplus of food he eats. That also slows down his thinking and gives him a nasty disposition. Question. So what if the victim is not a glutton? What other follies can you induce to him that he pick up that lead to drifting? Answer. If the victim is a male, I can usually snare him through his sex appetite. Overindulgence in sex starts more men to drifting towards failure than all other causes combined. Question. So, food and sex are two of your is that correct? Answer. Yes. With these two lures, I can take over the majority of my victims. And then there is the desire for money. Question: am I beginning to think that wealth is more dangerous than poverty if your story is to be believed? Answer: that altogether depends upon who has the wealth and how it is acquired. Question: what has the manner in which money is acquired to do with its being a blessing or a curse? Hey, Abby. Or is that Lizzie? Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Jose. Hey, nobody. Okay. Question: what has the manner in which money is acquired to do with its being a blessing or a curse? Answer: everything. If you don't believe me, take a look at those who acquire a large amount of money quickly, without time to get wisdom along with it and observe how to use it. Why do you suppose rich men's sons seldom equal the achievements of their fathers? I'll tell you why. It's because, let me turn you up. Let me turn you up. Okay. Why do you suppose rich men seldom equal the achievements of their fathers? I'll tell you why. It's because they have been deprived of the self discipline which comes from being forced to work. Look into the records of moving picture stars or athletes who suddenly find themselves in possession of big money and hero worship and praise from the public. Observe how quickly I move in and take them over, in many cases, mainly through sex and gambling, food and liquor. With these, I catch and control the biggest and the best people as soon as they get their hands on big money. Question: what about those who acquire money slowly by rendering some form of useful service? Are they easily snared too? Answer: oh, I get them all right, but I generally have to change my bait. Some of them want one thing and others want something else. Where my purpose is best served, I see to it that they get what they want most, but I manage to wrap in the package something they don't want. The thing I give them is the definite thing that makes them drifters. Do you see how I work? Question: and very clever work it is. You lure people on through their natural desires, but you slip your deadly poison into the object of those desires wherever you can? Answer: now you are catching on. You see, I play both ends against the middle, so to speak. Question: from all you say, I infer that you cannot induce a non-drifter to help you gain control of his mind by baiting him with your bribes. Is that correct? Answer: that is exactly correct. I can, and I do, interest non-drifters in my bribes because I use for the purpose of bribery all the things all people naturally desire. But the non-drifter resembles a fish that steals bait from your hook but refuses to take the hook. The non-drifter takes from life whatever he wants, but he takes it with his own terms. The drifter takes whatever he can get, but he takes what he gets on my terms. Stating the matter in another way, the non-drifter borrows money from a legit banker if he wants it and pays a legit amount of interest. The drifter goes to the pawn shop, hawks his watch, pays a suicidal rate for his interest for his loan. Question: so I draw from your claims the conclusion that your hand is mixed up somehow in all of the people's troubles and miseries, even though your presence may not be visible? Answer. My unwilling workers are often my best workers. You see, my unwilling workers are those whom I cannot control with some combination of bribes. People whom I have to master by fear. You don't like them? Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. My unwilling workers are often my best workers. You see, my unwilling workers are those whom I can't control. Whom I can't control with some combination of bribes. People whom I have to master by fear or through some form of misfortune. They do not wish to serve me, but they cannot avoid it because they are eternally bound to me by the habit of drifting. Question. Drifting. Now I am beginning to better understand your technique.
Can you explain what a drift is?
So, do y'all know what a drifter is? You probably do. So, drifter is somebody who, like, the devil can get, he can control their mind. Because basically, you're drifting through life. You have no goals, you have no morals, and I can get you from where you are, and I can just get you. The people who know where they're going in life, and they set the goals and they achieve them, they're the hardest to get. They're the hardest to sway. It's like, but if I know, and you, when I ask you what you want to do, oh, I don't know. Okay, cool, gotcha.
Yeah, they like go whatever way the wind blows. They're just drifting.
Just drifting. They have no compass. Hey, Joe. Hey, brother. Okay. Question. Now, I am beginning to understand your technique. You bribe your victims through their natural desires and lead them astray while you induce them to become drifters if they respond to your lure. If they refuse to respond, you plant the seed of fear in their minds or trap them through some form of misfortune and hogtie them while they are down. Is that your method? Answer. That is exactly the way I work. Clever, don't you think? Question. Which do you prefer to serve as your propagandist, the young or the old? Answer. The young, of course. They can be influenced by bribes more easily than the people of the mature judgment. Moreover, they have longer to remain in my service. Question. Your Majesty has given me a clear description of drifting. Tell me what must be done to ensure against the habit of drifting. I want a complete formula that anyone can use. Answer. Protection. Protection against drifting lies within easy reach of every human being who has a normal body and a sound mind. The defense can be applied through these simple methods. 1. Do your own thinking on all occasions. The fact that human beings are given complete control over nothing, save the power to think on their own thoughts, is laden with significance. 2. Decide definitely what you want from life. Then create a plan for attaining it and be willing to sacrifice everything else, if necessary, rather than accept permanent defeat. 3. Oh my goodness, this is long. Let me see. Going. Y'all want me to keep going? It's like 10 of these. I did miss like 3 days though. Okay. Okay. Hey, Mr. 6373. Number 3. Analyze temporary defeat, no matter of what nature or cause, and extract from it the seed of an equivalent advantage. Be willing to render useful service equivalent to the value of the material things you demand of life and render the first service. Number five, recognize that your brain is receiving set that can be recognize that your brain is receiving a set that can be attuned to receive communication from the universal storehouse of infinite intelligence to help you transmute your desires into their physical equivalent. Number six, you can recognize that your greatest asset is time. Only thing except the power of thought which you struggle out with your own outright, and the one thing which can be shaped into whatever material things you want. Budget your time so none of it is wasted. Number seven, recognize the truth that fear generally is a filler with which the devil occupies the unused portions of your mind. It is only a state of mind which can cause control by filling the space it occupies with faith in your ability to make a life provide you with whatever you demand of it. Number eight, when you pray, do not beg. Demand what you want and insist upon getting exactly that. No substitutions.